Now here's Pastor Charlie with today's bread.
Have you ever noticed that the things competing most for our hearts aren't always bad things? Sometimes it's success, possessions, entertainment, comfort, or even our own ambitions. That's why the Bible repeatedly reminds us to be careful about what we love most. So howdy and welcome to Saturday's edition of Today's Bread. Now this week's topic was the cost of worldliness. And today we're focusing on not loving the world. Our scripture reference is 1 John chapter 2 verses 15 through 17. Now as we conclude this week's bread, we're brought back to an important question. What does it mean to love the world? In 1 John chapter 2, the Apostle John tells us that there is no room in a believer's heart for both love of God and love for this world. He's not saying we shouldn't enjoy God's blessings or appreciate the beauty of His creation. Rather, he's warning us against becoming attached to the world's values, priorities, and pursuits in a way that pulls our hearts away from God. John identifies three common areas of temptation: the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. The lust of the flesh refers to sinful desires that seek immediate gratification. The lust of the eyes involves coveting what we see and constantly wanting more. Now, the pride of life is the temptation to trust in ourselves, our accomplishments, and our possessions rather than in God. These temptations are not new. They were present in Lot's day. They were present in John's day. And they are still present in ours. John reminds us that everything this world offers is temporary. Possessions fade, achievements pass away, popularity comes and goes. But those who do the will of God will live forever. That's why believers must learn to hold loosely to the things of this world and hold tightly to Christ. The powers of evil continue to wage war against God's people, and there will always be pressure to compromise. But God has not left us to fight alone. The same God who delivered His people in the past is still able to deliver His people today. When temptation comes, turn to Him. When you're weak, depend on His strength. When you're struggling, cry out to the Lord. His grace is sufficient, and His power is available to help you overcome. So I want to thank you for joining me this week. Now, I pray these daily portions of today's bread have encouraged you and helped you grow in your walk with Christ. Now, Saturday's prayer focus for America is to pray for stronger marriages and families and for protection against cultural influences that seek to undermine God's design for the family. Now, Living the Way will be broadcast at 10 a.m. on YouTube and 3:15 p.m. on my personal Facebook page and 4:15 on East Houston Revival Center's Facebook page. Now, remember, Jesus is coming back soon. And now it's my honor to speak the full blessing the priests were commanded to give in Numbers chapter 6, verses 24 through 26. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you His favor and give you His peace. Now, God promised that when this blessing was spoken over His people, He Himself would bless them. So today, be encouraged. You have just been blessed, not by me, but by God. It's one day, one devotion, one step closer to Jesus. So see you next time on Today's Bread.